So originally this was going to be a completely different video, but this way we're kind of killing two birds with one stone, which is a terrible expression. Anyway, friend of the show, Peyton J, hit me up with a commission request for help with a school project, and we figured I could use this as a chance to kind of walk you guys through what that process might look like. So now, without further ado, here's how I do commissions. My big thing when I'm doing commissions is I want to make sure I'm very communicative with the client so I know I have a good idea of what they want. And to do this, we are going to hop into a call with Peyton right now. Hey, yo, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
You had a commission for me. Did you want to walk me through what you wanted?
Yeah, I do. So, it's characters you know from our D&D, our old D&D campaign.
Right.
As you know, for class, I have to do like a pitch Bible, so I need to have some graphic assets, and I've got a bunch of stuff that we used to have, but the one kind of creme de la crop, the thing that I need the most, that everybody's big and looking at for promotional marketing purposes, like a TV show, movie kind of poster.
During our conversation, I like to take as many notes as I can to make sure I don't forget any details throughout the process. It's important we talk about creative stuff like the subject, composition, and character details, as well as stuff on the technical side like canvas size, art style, and additional elements which will be added in after I'm finished with the drawing. In this case, Peyton asked me to leave space on the top third so that he can add the title himself later. And then when I'm finished up with all my questions, we hang up our call and I can move on to the layout. This one will be pretty easy to figure out because Peyton drew me a reference beforehand to help him show where the characters will be standing. So now I've just got to focus on plotting them onto the canvas and refining the composition and anatomy just a little. Then when I've got my first version of the layout all roughed in, I send it off to the client to see what they think.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I think if anything, uncertain, we'll have to kind of just see once the line art's done. It's hard to just, because of the weight of the sketches, might want to still ever so slightly shift it more left to give that empty room where they're staring.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But we'll see. I mean, we just got to see how they end up actually fitting. I'm thinking maybe just ever so slightly a more, you could see I was trying to go for the axe over the shoulder. Just something maybe a little bit more dynamic with Briar's stance. Maybe rather than like super like, hi, I'm a cute guy sitting on his back, and then maybe have Oregano and the Gramp be a little bit more engaged in what they're doing.
Right, okay, yeah. Because right now I have them in kind of maybe a more introspective pose, and instead we're going to go for like a more outward, I'm ready to do whatever this thing is.
But I do like the actual, like the layout itself is really solid. I enjoy it. It's fun.
So the composition was just about right, but Peyton was looking for a version of this drawing with a little bit more energy. So to his suggestion, I adjusted some of the character poses and moved on to the sketch. This part is super important because it's my last chance to make any changes to the shapes in the drawing before it gets a little bit more difficult to alter. So since I'm typically going to be making small incremental changes after the first sketch, we'll usually communicate about it entirely over text, unless there's an aspect of the drawing which I'm really struggling to understand. In this case, I busted through the sketch pretty quickly, and after just a few adjustments, I was ready to do my inks and color. For the most part, I can do the inks as well as the colors together because by this point the commissioner has seen the sketch and can kind of tell what the inks are going to look like already. So all they might really want to change later are just the colors. In this case, I'm drawing character designs that I've seen before in another iteration, so I can just use those colors for my first draft and change them up as Peyton sees fit. So I futz with some of the colors on my own just a little bit because a lot of them are shades of brown and I want to at least make them a little more vibrant. But at the end of the day, it'll be up to the client what they actually turn out to be. So I try not to change it too much. With Peyton especially, colors are something we'll make lots of little adjustments on at a time as I toss the image back and forth, getting little revisions to make. And it's important to be able to communicate quickly and effectively in this case, because I'm exporting so many times that it's just helpful to be able to make more than one adjustment at a time.
Now finally, we can plug our painted background in and see what he thinks.
I hate it. End video. No, it's great. I like the, it exists in this fun, like, I want to say rustic, but like the saturated like coffee tones make it feel very like, I don't know how else to describe this, but like a mocha or a frappuccino. I like how piercing Dreyfin's eyes are in contrast to like somewhat of a like a neutral tone despite him being blue. And then just the Gramp.
Yeah,
There's so much there.
He looks insane for sure.
Yeah, no, it's really solid. I like it a lot. I think by far that the clouds are insane. They're really nice. I don't know. I feel like I normally don't see you do backgrounds like that.
Yeah, I mean, I downloaded all these watercolor brushes some time ago, and this is one of the first times I get to really use them. And the cool thing is one of the brushes is basically just clouds.
I like that, and then I also like it's kind of like a fall presentation with the trees, where it's clearly a brush layer and texture, and it's flat. Like it's not like, I can tell what it is, but when minimized or at a distance or at a smaller image, you can't really tell that that's like going on there, and it's really nice. And then it leaves enough room at the top for my little text, and ultimately it's kind of exactly what I needed.
Awesome, sweet. And is there anything you want to let everyone know about kind of the whole commissioning process? Or
Yeah, I mean, like, overall, there's a lot of ways people commission. I commission a lot of artists, as you know, and everybody is different. Some people are very like laissez-faire. Thank you for sending me money and an idea. I'll get back to you in a month, and I will never speak to you ever again. Some are a little bit more like, here is sketch, here is sketch, here is sketch. Once I am done with sketches, though, I will not change anything besides potentially 1 or 2 attempts at color. You are definitely more of a hands-on commissioner. Obviously, I'm a pretty easygoing commissionee. When it comes to things, I like to let creative freedom go as much as I can, but obviously when projects come to fruition and you need something specific, it's always good to have somebody that is willing to work with you on the micro details. So treat your commission artists respectfully, because they're more inclined to be nice to you if you commission them. But yeah, no, that's totally it for me.
Yeah, sweet. I mean, thank you so much for the opportunity.
I really appreciate it. And hopefully you can enlighten some youthful artists on how it is that small kind of freelance people make money.
And that's it. We're finally done. Special thanks to Peyton. His links will be in the description, of course. As for you, remember to support independent artists with real commissions, not NFTs. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.